Welcome back into the Running Eagle Sports Network. My name is Billy Mangum, the Sports Information Director here at Life University. I'm joined today by head women's cross country coach Nyles Stuart. Talk about the 2019 season. Coach, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice to be here today.
Yes, sir. So we're just going to go over your general schedule. Got it up here on my phone. Have it up on the website later this week, liferunningeagles.com. Coach, it looks like you start the season out August 30th at Berry College. That's one of the two meets that you're going to have at Berry College. A pretty light season headed into the conference championships. What are you expecting to see out of your team out of that first event at Berry College?
With the first event, the legs, the ladies' legs are going to be a little heavy, but I just want to see, where their aerobic training has been taking them, thus far. We just going to get started with a lot of interval training, or for a month or so prior to racing. So, I don't expect any fireworks at the time. And like I said, we're just going to be, starting to come down from all the heavy mileage that, they're putting in over the summertime. So, just want to, get them started with a kickoff meet. We may see something special. We may not see anything special. But for the most part, we got to get the ball rolling somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. And then, you got a little bit of a downtime. You said you're probably going to fill in a meet somewhere in September. But then, you jump back into the JSU Foothills invite in October. A lot of road meets. I don't think have we ever had a home meet? I mean, we've had some relatively close, but your team is pretty used to traveling.
Not since, cross country and track and field, came back and was revived that, in the athletic department. We haven't had a meet since then. That's been a long time ago. So that's something in the future. So, we look forward to being able to arrange that in the next future.
Awesome. So, Coach, got a couple meets, and then you jump right into it with Mid-South Conference. You guys had a pretty decent showing last year, but it's kind of looked like you kind of train the athletes to really get ready for that conference meet, and then right after conference and NAIA nationals, you jump right into indoor season. Mm-hmm. So the cross country season, you do have your cross country athletes, but it's been very interesting to see the kind of transition where you kind of use that cross country season to kind of train for obviously we want to be successful in the cross country field, or on the roads, the backwoods, but really getting those athletes ready for indoor season.
Well, I mean, endurance athletes, they first of all they require a lot more mileage put on the body, and they actually run for more months out of the year versus short sprinters or just track and field athletes. And so they require, like I said, they require a lot of stimulus. And so we're going to go through periods to address everything you said. We're going to go through periods where we are going to be loading and offloading. We're going to go through periods where we have like track-like workouts during the cross-country season. So they're going to continue to develop for track and field, while at the same time it's going to completely benefit them where they're at during their cross-country training. So it's a really good blend, because even with track and field, they're going to have a fall training as well too. So while they're training, the cross-country athletes are competing, and so it's kind of like the cross-country athletes get a chance to compete and also to develop for the track and field season at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's definitely beneficial for you and your staff, because you guys have to do all of it. You have to do cross-country, track and field, indoor and outdoor, to kind of blend those workouts. And I think it's beautiful the way that they can come together, and you kind of there's like a seamless transition between cross-country to indoor to outdoor, but you're stepping the bar up with your training sessions.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it may seem seamless to everyone that
from the outside,
that follows, but it is very, very challenging sometimes to go from cross country to track. The sessions become a lot more intense, and so some of the endurance athletes, they are more fans of cross country, because they don't have to push themselves as hard or run as fast around the track. or on the cross country field as they have to run on the track. So it all works out in the end, but it's not as seamless as it seems on the outside.
Yeah. So give us some kind of team expectations. Not really sure. You got a couple women coming back this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of new faces, both on the cross country and the track field. But we'll talk about that later. We're gonna have a couple interviews with you. But just as an overall feel, what do you expect to see? What can fans expect to see out of your cross country team this fall?
First and foremost, I just expect my team to do the best that they can do. We would like to improve on the finish that we had last year, so that's going to be our number one goal. I think that you got to make small steps before you can win a championship, and if we win a championship along the way, that's going to be a bonus this year. I'm not necessarily expecting it, but that is the goal, is to eventually win a championship. So we're gonna attack every week and every month and every year, with the ambition that we're working towards a championship. But to develop a championship atmosphere, it takes a little bit of time. So we're going to be as patient as possible with that.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of mentioned the previous history of how successful things have been, and last year not having a fall runner in the national scene. It definitely presents its own challenges where it definitely leaves the door open for opportunity to really get after it this year.
Yeah, I mean, with a couple of the returners that we have, with a few of them actually, with their previous success that they've had on the cross country field, I think that they're more than capable of advancing to the NAI national championships. So I just want to keep them focused, keep them poised, and so they can peak when it counts and advance to the next level.
Awesome, Coach. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing what your women can do out there this year, and best of luck this season.
All right, thank you.